Welcome everybody to 48 Talk episode 126. I am your host, RageBally as always. Joining me this time is the usual crew of DX Sakamina on the right, Derek on the bottom left, and Colin Yelson on the bottom right. Hey everybody, how are you doing?
Hello.
What's up? Hi.
Missed you, Derek.
Yes, missed you guys, but boy, did you guys do a great job last week. Good job, good job, good job.
Boy, you were busy last week, and why were you so busy? Let's inform the audience.
God. Well, speaking of that, just really quickly, I didn't comment on our first emergency NGT48 talk because I knew that any comments that I did would be immediately outdated because that situation was so fluid. Didn't want to spend a whole lot of time writing. But then, unfortunately, I had to miss last week, so I didn't comment on that either because I wasn't part of the podcast. But just letting everybody know, today's podcast will be back in the comments, reading what everyone has to say and doing my best to comment. Things have kind of gotten less crazier. So we had the debut of our two new members in Necronomidol, Michelle and Kunogi. Kunogi was originally known as Hibiki from the Japanese idol group Gokite. Gokite, by the way, are amazing. The leader of Gokite is a girl named Ichio, and she's like a bona fide genius. So just to give you an idea of how smart she is, she actually got all their fans to buy garbage at one of their Buppons. I'm talking like you could spend like 1,000 yen and basically get a big bag of garbage. And they sold out every bag of garbage they had. That's how smart she is. Yeah, Gokite is crazy. But so Kunogi's coming from that world. She's a bright injection of really good singing and dancing. She's a vet idol, so we needed a veteran on our team, and she fits us. Plus, she wanted to join us. We did a lot of auditioning, but she actually kind of reached out to us, and that was cool because we actually had a couple different idols do that, but it was like she definitely blew everyone away. So we're happy to have her. Michelle is brand new to the idol world. She's never even held a microphone before until her debut, which a lot of people assume that during Necroma practices they're holding mics. They don't hold mics during practice. So literally when she was on the stage at Shibuya Cyclone last week or whatever, that was the first time she ever held a mic. So wow. she's still learning how to even sing into the mic. That's how brand new to idol she is. But to her credit, first show was rough. Not gonna lie, but it was an amazing show. We had so many people there. We played with the almighty Juju, and anytime we played Juju, their crowd's insane. So we had a really good turnout for that show. It was very nerve-wracking for the new girls, but they did the best they could. Yesterday we played a double show at Shinjuku Loft. It was an all-day Taibon. Played with some amazing groups. And we pretty much headlined the first half. It was divided into two shows. We headlined the first show. We co-headlined the second show. And then by the third show then of Michelle and Kunogi, they were looking pretty freaking good. Not only that, we have a brand new song we debuted called Salem, which isn't out yet, and about lesbian witches, I think. I don't know. It's crazy. But the choreography is amazing. It's a really sad story. But it's just so brutal. It's like straight up death, just incarnate. And Kaki's her voice, so we had that. We had Witching Hour today. It's been nonstop. Plus all week, I've been just busy with work stuff too. So yeah, it's been insane. But the Shibuya Cyclone debut of the new Necroma members gave me a lot of hope because in addition to all this, we have a one-man coming out in April at Kinema Club in Tokyo. That's our second one-man already of, I guess, in so many months, which is rare for Necroma. We have a monthly Tenki we're doing, which is idols will do a monthly show that they sponsor. So we're sponsoring every month. We're going to do shows leading up. We're doing a short film where the Necro members will be part of a movie, and we're going to be revealing bits of those movies at every one of our monthly shows. And we're doing a bunch of two-man lives with some absolutely incredible groups, starting this week, I believe, with Burst Girl, Bakuretsu Joshi, who used to be Guso Drop. We're doing a collab with them at Shinjuku Loft, and we actually, I can't say who, but we got confirmation last night of a two-man that making this guy here want to cry, because it's It's like the glorious best two-man live in the history of two-man lives for me. So all these things, not to mention more stuff I can't even go into. It has been nuts. But thank you guys for being patient, and thank you again for holding it down. You guys really crushed it with the NGT situation. I'm just blown away. You guys did a great job. I was listening and I was like, my guys, they did a good job.
Oh, I've been following you a bit, when you post some stuff on Facebook and in the Facebook group Alternative Idol, and it's like there's also like a shooting, the new outfits are there. The group is it feels like very fresh as well. Yeah. And it is very exciting. I think one of my friends commented. He's like, "I'll be in Japan in 2 months. I'll be definitely coming over there." And it's
awesome.
Very nice to see. It's like, where did you come from? It's like, well, okay, you just have fun. And it really feels like if you're searching for like if you never heard of Necronomidol, of course, if you listen to the show, you heard it multiple times. But now is a time to get into the group because it still feels like a fresh new start. So it would be a good time to visit them with all these shows that are coming up.
Yeah, we couldn't replace Sari. Sari is an icon. She is an underground legend. We didn't even want to get an idol that could be like, oh, this is the new Sari. Like Kurogi is nothing like her. She's like Kurogi and Michelle are very bright. It's a weird balance right now, Necro, because we have the dark Himari, Kaki, they're pretty dark. Ray is kind of like idol. Like she's trad idol. And Kurogi and Michelle are just super happy and Genki. Like they're super positive. And it's weird because like the dynamic in the group has changed radically. Again, nothing against Sari and Hina, but they're very dark. They're very like internal. They're very they could be funny, but like they were more majime. And also Sari.
Gotcha.
Sari is a bona fide legend. Like there's nobody can touch her or replace her. So we want to go the opposite route. We'll get a baby. We'll get even Michelle's tagline on stage is, "Hi, I'm Michelle. I'm Necroma baby. I'm Necro baby. Like I'm Necroma's baby." Like that's even her tagline because she is literally brand new. And we thought, let's go back to the basics. How many times we watch an AKB girl like start from nothing and grow into this powerhouse? We wanted that. We're like, you know what? Screw it. Let's go the other route. Like Kunogi fit us because we just needed somebody to kind of help. We couldn't do two babies. Like that would have been real rough. But it was no like twins. We'll get one girl, and we'll get a girl too who like Kunogi has a lot of respect. Like she's a solo idol. She, plus from coming with Gokite is a huge pedigree to have. So like having her come it was a no-brainer. It was like, yeah, you can fit us. Plus she really likes us. Like, she wanted to join us. That's cool. Michelle was like, I don't know. It was just like, she's a diamond, man. She's a diamond in the rough. And I think, like, we get to now experience a girl going from nothing to something. It's perfect idol stuff. And all our fans are, like, for the most part, really down for it. Like a lot of the Sari and Hina fans that stuck around, they're going to her. They're trying to help her. They're trying to give her encouragement. She got embraced pretty fast. And also she's sweet. She's a sweetheart. Like, if you meet her, you're going to like her. She's super friendly. So, and she's beautiful. Of course she's beautiful. I mean, you're a Necro, you're going to be, you have to, it's like, beauty is like the doorway, So they're all drop dead gorgeous, of course. But it's like, Michelle's got that youthful beauty model look, and because she was a model. And, I don't know, I just got a good feeling about this year, man. Like, give her a bunch more shows. Come summertime, I don't know. It's gonna feel like she's been an idol for 20 years or something. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
I'm very interested, actually. Yeah. Speaking of
fascinating.
which, I want to ask you about this. You don't need to answer if you don't want to, but I was actually surprised on Twitter with Sari, when she was at her birthday, and. Yeah, the no makeup reveal.
No makeup. I was like, what?
I get it. It's because she closed the chapter of that, and now she wants to continue. But it was a very daring move just to be like, okay, this is now me, and very surprised. So, what are your feelings on that?
I mean, it's weird to ask me that because I've seen Sari without makeup like so much, You know, because like I mean, I'm around her in her backstage life and all that. So seeing her without makeup is nothing new for me. I mean, again, she's a legend. She's beautiful. She's a good, she's a great singer. She's a great talent. I know when we were doing the graduation, she for her graduation at that concert, she had a documentary filmmaker following her around.
Oh wow.
Sorry is her own person. She's her own entity. Seeing her without that, I thought was a very bold move on her part, but I also think it's necessary. The Shironori makeup, I think she's been wanting to get out of that for a long time, to be honest. And I think it's like that just became her trademark, but it's like she's starting over, and I'm not really sure where she's gonna go with all this now. I know she wants to get into acting. That was the last thing I had heard, but I mean, she's detached at this point. I mean, I hope we see her at shows. I hope she'll come. She'll hang out. I mean, I gotta be honest. Like, I miss her. I miss Hina. It as much as Kunigame and Show are freaking amazing. It's weird. I've been around Sari and Hina for 2 years now. And 1 year working directly with them, and like, it's so weird to think I go to a show and I'm not gonna see Sari in the back putting her Shironori makeup on, or getting Hina her Pocari sweat that she liked to have to drink backstage, because that was like her thing. Like, it's just weird. But at the same time, Sari doing that, it's a good indication of what happens with idols. One day they're idol, next day they're not. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, she moved on, and she's been wanting to do that for a while. We all love her. I miss her. We have a lot of fans that, not a lot, I shouldn't say a lot. A lot of her fans aren't with us anymore because they were diehard Sari fans. But I hope that they will continue with Sari in whatever path she's in. But that's idol. That's idol. This week actually has had so many people graduating from my world, like the underground idol world. Like, well, we call it the idol apocalypse this week. It's been the idol apocalypse. Not even kidding. Like, Hamida Systems, like one of my favorite groups. We play with them all the time. All their members are leaving. They're rebooting. They're all leaving. You want to talk about talent lost? Like, I mean, I talked to them because we played with them yesterday, and I talked to them backstage, and like, they are staying in idol. Or at least 3 of them are, and that's good. But it's like, Hamida's like, if you're here in Tokyo and you live in Tokyo, like, they are a must-see. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't get better than them as far as, like, chill idol. And so, it's been like that. There's been a whole bunch. So, it's been rough. But at the same time, for us, it's also been good. We announced a bunch of goals, and we're working towards it. But that's idol. Very fluid. Here today, gone today.
Awesome.
Wow.
It's very good to hear. So really looking forward to that. Actually, some good news to going into 2019.
Yeah, exactly. We needed that.
Yes.
We needed
Thank
that.
God.
But first, when we further go to the good news, let's talk more about the bad news that happened. Well, of course, in the giants of the case with Yamaguchi Maho from NGT48. We haven't heard an update from her yet. Currently, there are multiple NGT members inactive.
Yeah.
Her best friend, Suga Riko, she is, because of injury, she is out for a couple of months. Take it how you will. Personally, I'm like, that's weird that that's also now announced then. Maybe like, everything that I'm getting from NGT48, I really take it with a grain of salt. It's just like, is this trustworthy, this news? Is this real fact, or is it just something to cover up? With Tano Aika, she's also out, of course, because of this backlash. And then the other suspect,
Marina.
yeah, she's also out just because of not feeling well. It's like, of course, the poor physical condition. It's like, yeah. So I've learned that the the former manager from NGT48, he is not in Niigata anymore. He moved to the head office of AKS to have a different position. Basically, just shove him into a corner and just like, don't start any trouble. We're not firing you because then we have to pay you or something. I don't know how Japan works. So maybe just give him a miserable job and he'll leave on his own accord. The suspects have been gone up from 2 to 3 who were there, according to police report, because the case has been reopened, I believe, or is now further development to the media. But there's another one that's getting a lot of flack, and that's Inapu guy. He
Inapu.
basically his Twitter is now. The thing is, he's an idiot. That's first off, because of all the actions. But he mentions his actions, what he does on Twitter. So thanks for all the evidence, you huge fool that you are. And people are detective. You know what? He's been stalking multiple groups like Nogizaka. There was like an old show on Nogidoko. There was suddenly shows up because he knew they were there. He's basically hacking into the private information of idols on a multiple level and giving out that information to other people. In this case, in point to the three suspects in the case of NGT48. So that is also happening on that side. Multiple sponsors for NGT48 are gone. Like they don't receive. The city of Niigata still says they support it, but it's still under investigation as well, since this is a huge flag on this side. When Request Hour happened, a lot of NGT members didn't show up. Some of the majority of them well. At the handshake event before Request Hour, the entirety of NGT48 was not there.
They weren't there. Nope.
Yeah, so there's a lot of things still happening. I think the important fact is that we do not forget the situation with Maho, that we still want, of course, Justin on that side, and still want to hear from her. But it's still developing, you know. It's like on the international side, we've done what we can. CNN covered it to a point that it's like CNN didn't have the full entire situation, but that's
exactly.
CNN. You know, the exposure is good enough, but sadly, it's not the perfect exposure that we hopefully will get in there. But now the is it the Prime Minister? I think there was something like a story in someone in Congress saying that the whole system of AKS needs to change, because basically AKB48 group is a hostess bar, just different. And that was a harsh words for going for that, but yeah, he doesn't want the name, the genius AKP being tarnished because of this whole situation, this legacy. So there's still a lot of stuff going to happen. But what do you guys think of this entire situation? How we are now compared to somewhat 2 weeks ago?
Well, when we started covering it, and it was like we had a feeling that this was going to be big, but how it's going to end up, we didn't expect it to be a global incident. That was something unexpected, to be quite honest. And quite frankly, I don't even know what's going to happen next, to be quite honest. So it's more like we're just in for the ride, and we will see it through to the end. But I can't make any predictions anymore because I don't know what to expect right now.
Colin?
It's like this. 2 months ago, there was this shop, and the shop had like a hole in the wall, but no one cared there was a hole in the wall. Only the people who were aware of the hole in the shop itself. And now it seems like the entire building is tarnished, almost like exploded. And it's like,
good way to put it.
Thanks. It's like that. It's like there was a thing that we didn't know about, but they knew, perhaps. Now it's really something big, something I couldn't put words into. I can't say that in the past week anything happened where it's like, yeah, now it's better. The names that Robin mentioned about the girls that have a role in the story, that they now are on a break, let's call it a break, is odd in a way because they have a certain role in the story. And I don't feel like things have progressed in any way, to be quite honest. It's just, I don't know. And what Robin said, yes, he is an idiot for putting out all the evidence on the web. But if the police doesn't have anything on it or doesn't do anything with it, and it's only from the people online that those screen investigators, I don't know if that's a word, but either way,
detectives,
that they find, if they don't really do anything with it and they don't use it, if it can be used, then I don't know what will happen to that guy if he is involved or not. Like, I'm not saying that he is, just just put it out there, disclaimer. It's like it's really up to the police to figure it out, to get behind it and do something about it. And I can't say that has happened, but if an investigation is ongoing, you don't typically reveal much about it. So I don't know. It's a slow week compared to the first week. If you look at it, I think.
Cool, thanks, Colin. Derek, dying to hear.
Yeah, lots to say. Well, first of all, the Inapu guy. Did you guys hear anything about him being connected to Bunsen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were connected, but...
Yeah, the idea is he's like a insider for Bushin, and getting some for it back.
Yes, no, maybe. Wait,
I don't have
suspicion.
Yeah.
The suspicions are there, but no concrete evidence. Right now, from some actions I've seen from Bunchen itself, it seems like Bunchen themselves are trying to spread dust in our eyes, pretty much, to try and divert the attention away
Yeah,
from it.
they're trying to backpedal. It's like, no, this is not us. We don't have anything to do to this.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, we love AKB. We've been big supporters.
Yeah, exactly.
No.
They pay our bills.
We just throw something out there, but no, we're not gonna go into that detail or something like don't believe you anything you say right now.
I mean, the possibility exists, but you could say that about anything.
That's
And
the
if
thing. Yeah.
Bunchen is what we think it is, I would not be surprised that they would have someone who does that.
Sure. If not him,
I would not
somebody
be
else
surprised.
even. Yeah.
Yeah, precisely. It's
Good point.
it's a possibility.
Definitely. Okay, so like the thing is like my Twitter, my Facebook, everything exploded in the past couple weeks over this. If I hadn't been so busy with what I was doing with Necroma, I could have been a lot more adept at like being responsive to some people. But I had people literally sending me 40 or 50 messages on Twitter a day. That's not an exaggeration. And also too, I kind of invited that because I put out a series of tweets. One really scathing towards NGT. I wrote to Mahahon directly and just told her, like, keep your head up. Like, if you need, we're all supporting you. You did a good thing. I rarely would ever, I really frown from doing stuff like that, but I just felt very emotionally compelled to do it. And then I basically also was just saying, I forget, I wrote something else. I had, like, I'm still getting retweets, likes, all this. It's crazy, which is good. But the trickle down effect of what's happened is now reaching. It's global. Like you said, CNN covered it. Time magazine, I think, got it. The Wall Street Journal contacted me today to talk about security and idols, which of course are referring to the NGT thing. They even asked me, what can groups like AKB do to improve their situation for their idols? Me and Ricky from Necronomidol, Ricky is the producer of Necroma, we had a big discussion about it today, and because I was trying to think how best to format my response to the Wall Street Journal, because that's a big stage, and I don't want to screw that up. And basically, Ricky being the genius, the bona fide genius that he is, we were just saying, this isn't a problem with idols, it's a problem with education. Like, if you are a producer of an idol group, it's your job to make sure your idols are protected. And the easiest way to do that is, don't give out the private information of these idols. Don't let it be known. You protect them. Like there's a lot of idol groups, like, nobody knows, even, like, some of the members don't even know where the other members live. Like, and in some extreme cases, idol producers won't even let the members have each other's line IDs. Now, again, if you want to meet somebody, you're going to meet somebody. If you want to talk to somebody, you're going to talk to somebody. Like, Idol operates on trust. Producing idols, it's all trust. You have to trust each other, or else it's not going to work. In NGT's case, it was not only a problem of education, of this very basic fact, and believe me, if stupid, no-name, not stupid, that's the wrong word, that's pejorative. If no-name idol groups from the underworld can get this fact right, the majors have no excuse. But basically, keep your girls' private communication and private lives private, the keyword being private. But in NGT's case, it was also a matter of choosing convenience over security. You put all these members in a apartment complex. That's just, first of all, why would you even want to live near your coworkers? Like, you work with them. Like, again, sometimes people forget this is a job. Like, these girls, they put in a lot of hours. Maybe you kind of want your own privacy, your own private time, and that's necessary to replenish, to gain back your energy, so you can be everybody else's energy all day long. You know what I mean? Because idols are nothing but big balls of energy for everyone, but they got to restock. So there, you have across the hall maybe some girl in the idol group that you're feuding with, and you got to see her coming home. She sees you, and then on top of that, this girl's bringing boys over, breaking the laws of the idol, which, by the way, not to get in the love band discussion, but this is one of the biggest reasons why the love band exists. It's a huge reason for this very thing that happened. So anyone who has a problem with love band, I defer you to what happened to Mahone, because she talked out about it, being the story here. And then you see her, and that girl sees you. It's like she has total access to get revenge on any number of ways to you. And not even maybe with, like, getting guys. She could have, whatever, beat the crap out of you. What if she's bigger than you? I mean, it's just, you got to be smart about this. AKS is a multi-million-dollar company. Spend some money, get these girls private apartments, and keep them safe. And then on top of that, the closest you could find with a lot of idols here is maybe what train station that they're going to. If you want to be a scumbag and follow them on the train. But even then, if you follow an idol, that will find you pretty fast. Like, in the underworld, as big as many idols there are, like, that type of stuff gets around pretty fast. Like, you get banned from shows, other fans will beat you up. They will beat you up. And then on top of that, like me and Ricky, for example, I'll give you another example. Sorry's out of our group, but somebody put something very weird about Sorry with her non-makeup thing. He had said something like he had a inappropriate dream about her. And I wrote the dude straight up, and I'm like, look, Sorry's not our group anymore, and I'm sure you didn't mean anything by it, and I know you're a fan of Necroma. Take that down. I'm like, we don't need that. I mean, you're welcome to say whatever you want. I can't stop you, but have respect for these girls. Put yourself in Sorry's position. She reads that, which she can read, by the way, English, and, like, she sees some guy that she met at a show having a sex dream about her. That's creepy. Take it down. And he did. He took it down right away, to his credit. I won't say who is. But he took it down. So that's cool. But it's like stuff like this gets squashed super fast here. Now that it's media stage, like, I think everybody's trying to say this is a big systemic problem at Idol. It's not. It's really not. The biggest problems we have is that producers don't see eye to eye with the idols. Okay? That's every day. Idols catfight with each other. That's normal. That's any business. We have problems, sure. But when a member gets assaulted and apologizes for it, it's a rarity. And it's a rarity because that's not how any of us feel. Mahone should not have apologized. She had nothing to apologize for. NGT staff, I mean, they should have did something real fast. They didn't. It's sad that she apologized. But then again, even that right there, it's a cultural thing. People don't understand how Japan works. They just don't understand it. If you're here, that actually has a little bit of sense to it. Because in Japan, you don't make trouble. You don't cause a problem. She's not really apologizing for the fact that, these dudes attacked her. She's apologizing for the fact that she's bringing all this bad attention to NGT. She's thinking group. Because in West, what do we think? Individual. In Japan, it's group. So she's group mentality there. That's something that Japanese people were taught the minute they slid out of their mother's womb. Okay? It's a group mentality all the way every day. That's never going to change in Japan. I mean, I suppose it can. Any Western influence to make that happen tends to be treated like an outcast thing. So, of course, Westerners are going to be like, oh my God, how could she apologize? Well, because she's thinking about the group. Because now look at what happened with NGT. Look what you just said at Request Hour. And this is going to follow them around for a while. I don't think this is going to go away. I think just because this was a slow week, it's
still the beginning.
We're still in the beginning, yeah.
To be honest with you, yeah, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Have you heard about this, though? I think I forgot to mention this, but a formerly manager, female staff member of NGT,
Oh, yeah.
was also fired because she was assaulted as well and covered in duct tape, like tied down. That's basically
What are they doing up there in NGT? Jesus.
That's basically the majority of the story. She got physically assaulted, and she was tied down, like in duct tape, which I'll get to that as well. But after that, she was fired from NGT48.
Are the two connected?
I believe she's also a manager from Mahon, or am I wrong with that? I'm not sure.
Not sure to be quite honest.
But the thing is, what is connected with that is there was a showroom when this incident happened, where Tano Ayaka and Yamada Noe, who were joking around about this, about making fun of Mahon weight loss, and then eventually bringing out duct tape. It's like, oh, maybe you should tie it down, stuff like this, because of this whole situation. And the investigators online basically figured this out in connection to this. Yamada Noe is currently, well, if you had stock in her, it will be in the big red negative after this. And
wait,
go ahead, Derek.
How is this connected, though? I don't understand. Why was she tied? Who tied her down? Fans? Does this have anything to do with NGT other than she's a manager? Well, was this like her sex life or something? And like
no, this is basically she got physically assaulted by
who?
Investigation. There's no clear suspect yet because this is a separate case.
So that's what I'm saying. So like stuff like that I can't even comment on because again this thing gets bigger and bigger and bigger. The hole gets deeper and deeper. But I still take caution on this because again, this isn't the norm. This is not the norm.
No.
So whatever they're doing up in Niigata, I think they're growing a little bit more than just rice up there. They must be doing something up there.
That's why it's special rice. That's why it's so great because of the special herbs they use in rice.
They're all fanatical.
By the way, disclaimer: not saying anything about that.
Right. No, here's the thing. Like if you leave a group unchecked, and they know they can get away with one thing, they'll get away with the next thing and next thing. They'll just keep going, and that's immaturity. That's being a young person. Young people, if you're 17 and you go into a store and you steal a magazine, you think that's the only thing you're going to steal? You're going to go and steal more and more and more and more until you get caught. I mean, if you get a thrill out of that sort of thing, I can't see this being the whole of NGT. I can't see it even. I can see it being a few members trying to make light of the situation because their brains are probably so blown by this. Maybe they don't care. It's not funny to make fun of an assault, period, of any kind. So the thing is, like, that's speculation at this point. What I would say is, like, if it has nothing to do with NGT other than she worked for NGT, then I say leave it out. You know what I mean? Because assault's going to happen. It happens here in Japan all the time. Not necessarily with idols, but it just, assault's assault. I mean, it happens everywhere in the world. Let's just put it that way. But if it's not connected to this, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is already deep enough.
Yeah.
Now, no way going on and making fun of it's poor taste, and it's not smart of her. But do we even know that's what she was even referring to? Now, I'm saying probably yes, of course. But what if it wasn't? I mean, I'm just saying it's speculation to think that. Also, to making fun of your fellow idols on showroom, unless you're really good friends with them and it's like part of like your repertoire with them, that's also really bad taste. But then again, does Noe really strike you as somebody who thinks about these things? Like, I mean, she's not. I told you when I met her, she didn't even pay attention to me. She was literally not doing her job. I paid money to shake her hand, and she did not. She didn't even give me 5 seconds. So that says everything I need to know about her. You know what I mean? She doesn't take her job seriously. So it's like whatever to her. And nothing against the Noe fans, because I actually do kind of like her after watching her on iZone. But it's like.
No,
you know
there are less Noe fans now. Trust me, there's like.
Good. Well, good.
There were even when Request Hour happened, when they took pictures backstage, like there are a lot of people editing out, I only like this person. Like they really, really have a problem now with the set members who are in question, and who take this as a joke or take lightly because it's a serious fact. And yeah, if you're a Yamada Noe fan, it's not good right now.
Speaking of members, maybe one of you guys can tell me what's up with Katamina. Is she part of this? I've seen her connected.
So that's all.
Hoping to God she isn't.
That's all speculation. The only thing that's known is that her father works for a company that provides sponsorship, basically for events.
That's old news. Yeah, that's old news. That's the whole thing.
her personal level, no, we don't know what the relationship is with her and Mahon, but it's not. I think there's ill intent. Same with Nakai Rika. It's like when we first had the emergency talk or about that, my personal ideas was like, oh well, you know, she could be one of those people. Well, I was entirely wrong on that, and that's why speculation always dangerous. No, we now have a clear idea who the suspects are. Even with Ogino Yuka, it was thinking, oh, could she also be in it? But no, it's nothing to do that. Maybe there were ill words behind that, but not any involvement. The biggest ones we already mentioned, and they are out because of poor physical health, and the ones, well, Mahon of course, and the one who support her as her best friend. Those are.
By the way,
yeah.
Cutting in through. About the former manager, the one that assaulted her was the same criminal group that assaulted Mahon. I just got it from a newsletter.
Oh, there we go.
Oh.
Then it's connected. There we go.
It's connected, all right.
Damn, that's a really
well. Then that tells me right there that management is not doing their job. They failed at a drastically fatal level with their group, and again, they shouldn't be given desk jobs at AKS. He should be fired, all of them. And they should, and you know, although to some credit, it seems like NGT put a female manager in place. I don't know if female is going to make a difference. I hope it does, but I also think there's going to be a lot of repairing and a lot of healing that needs to be done with that group for them to get back on their feet. And on top of that, they really need to rethink security. I wouldn't put these girls in the same place. I just wouldn't. It's stupid.
So far, what we know, what the new management did on day first, they they apologized on behalf of the group. It's like
a little too late there, but okay.
It's like, well, what? We want the old managers to do that.
Imamura needs to do apologizing, not you.
And then she decides, you know, she's going to talk to members one-on-one. And first up was Mahon, so we don't know what happened there, but she talked about that. And recently they posted, and it was a mistake on their part, I would think. It's just like, be careful what you read on media outlets. That was their announcement, because it's not trustworthy on what they say. And it's like, are you kidding me? Wow. You guys are not even the ones that we can trust right now.
Yeah.
And I guess you're the new manager, but that doesn't mean like, oh, you're new, we'll trust you instantly. No, the trust is now destroyed, so you need to build it up again. And saying stuff like that doesn't help. So this is currently what they did there with the actions.
The same company that hired this new manager also hired the old managers. Put that in perspective. They could let a rat like Imamura, if he indeed is a rat and he's somebody who can't be trusted and really abused his privilege as manager. If they can hire a guy like him, I don't really have faith in a female manager. I mean, yeah, I'm hoping because she's female that somehow will make it a little bit more easy for her to connect, but that's not always necessarily the case at all. You know, I've seen plenty of male producers here in the outer world have really strong. I mean, Ricky's a good example. He has a very strong connection. All the girls in Necroma, they all respect him. There's no problems there. You know what I mean? I mean, yeah, we have issues that we deal with, but that's it. They're not like apocalypse here. It's normal, but if the same company that hired Imamura hired this lady,
we will see
just saying
in the future, because right now it's
see.
Like a lot of things are happening still. It's a good thing that it's still not out there, and a lot of fans are still, you know, it's now become, we're in the week that we're going back to normal, but fans will still throw in their tweets or like on social media saying justice for Mahon, basically. So
yeah, I'm still getting them.
Yeah, it's still going in there, but it you know, it's entertainment. You always go from, all right, focus on this and then move on to the next thing. But it's not forgotten. It's still in there, and it's like basically what the fans are doing now. It's like, okay, we've said our stuff. We are now giving you time to do something about it. We're putting some trust in them to do something about it. If not, hey, we'll just start another feud on this side, and we'll throw it out there again until it will be done. I think that's the case happening right now. So it's
keep in mind too.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, keep in mind in Japan, like if you take the police for example, they're very reactionary. They're not proactive. So they will react to things. So that's where a lot of, again, there's problems in Japan that create bigger problems that need to be bigger than what they are. For example, if you're an idol and you're getting stalked, you can go to the police and tell them. They may just, oh, well, nothing we can do, sorry. Like, we'll keep an eye out, but, be careful. And then that, like, that was the case with, like, Mayo Tomita, the independent idol, got stabbed, like, 20-something times outside of a venue. She went to the cops several times, and they did nothing. Because, again, they are reactionary.
They did something afterwards. It happened in this country as well recently with someone who went to the police because her fiance was stalking her. They broke off the marriage, basically, and she was still a young girl. It was a what do you call it? And some marriage. There's a word for that. Like
arranged marriage.
Arranged marriage. Yeah. That was it. And she didn't want to, but then the guy got mad. It was a lot older, and they were texting. It's like, I don't want to see you. I'm going to the police and stuff like that. So she went to the police, and it's like, you have an appointment on Tuesday. Then you can file in a report. So she had to wait. That Tuesday, after her school ended, the guy showed up with a gun and shot her.
Yep.
Yeah.
Dead. It's horrible.
She was about to go to the police to appointment.
Horrible. That's, I mean, yeah.
So it still happens in everywhere around the world to this situation, but it's like, get a clue. It's like if someone comes for help, you don't go like, we'll see. No, it's like,
we'll wait a month. We'll wait a month. It's cool.
Yeah, it's like, you're overreacting. It's like, oh boy. It's like, no, it's like, hey, this is our job. We have a lot of cases, but we still take this seriously because you are coming for help, and we protect and serve, right?
Yeah. Yeah, sigh. That's the only answer.
Yeah.
Sigh.
So, I asked this last week with Colin and DX, but Derek, what are you looking forward to the future in this whole situation?
Education. I want management and producers to do their jobs. Like that was my tweet to them. Like, every day I protect idols. It's my job to care for them. It's my job to make sure they're safe. What's their excuse? They're a multi-million-dollar agency. I'm just some nobody white guy working in a Japanese industry. How come I can do a better job than them? That shouldn't be the case. They have the money, the funds, the resources. They got the staff. There is no reason in the world this should have happened. So I want there to be more education on AKS's level to just not be stupid about the safety and protection of these girls. And then number two, I want NGT to get back to their glory. I remember NGT is responsible for putting out what I feel is the best single since basically Koisero Fortune Cookie. NGT. And also NGT, after meeting them last year, the majority of the members I like, including Mahohun, who I met twice, I love them. I mean, they legitimately made me think, yeah, I can get behind this group. And they've been a pretty strong beacon of hope for us in these dark AKB times. Not anymore. Now they're the problem child. Yeah. HKT looks better than them by comparison, and I don't mean that as a negative. I'm just saying HKT hasn't done anything, and they look better now. And poor Ogi, poor Katamina, poor anyone who has nothing to do with this. And I hope both of those names I just mentioned have nothing to do with it. I really hope, because that would be devastating to me personally. And poor Mahohun. Poor Mahohun is a beautiful young woman who, again, she's in my favorite song of last year of AKB. And NGT, I'd like them to somehow survive this. But more importantly, I would like AKB to come out and AKS to like really reform how they approach security with their idols in the sense that they're just smarter about it. And then I would like the media more than anything else to realize this is not a big problem overall. This is just one group went horribly astray. It was a perfect storm of events up there. A perfect storm. That storm rarely is perfect, especially in the underground world. Like I said, that stuff gets curbed real fast here. Real fast. I mean, it happens, but it gets curbed fast. And on top of that, like, again, we're underground idols. We don't have that kind of money coming in. And if we can do it, what's your excuse? So that's what I want to see happen. No more excuse. Get down to it. Get the girls safe. You know, and it's not that hard to do, and then make that happen. So that's my goal.
Very well said.
Well put.
Anything else before we move on?
No, I've already said what I wanted to say last week. So.
Okay.
Yep.
I would like to then follow up a little bit, going into request hour.
Yes. Let's talk about something fun.
Yeah.
Yes. Well.
Yeah.
Well, first off, NGT was not as strong as last year.
No.
A lot. Well, the voting was before this all happened, so that was also telling something about this. And sadly, what you're gonna do was on there, but you were missing performance during that. So I believe a lot of boos came out when that song was played.
Ooh.
Perhaps.
So-
I only know that there were 2 girls who, I think 2 or 3, who performed it.
Yeah, it's not good. Okay, but let's do first an overall. What do you guys think of Request Hour this year?
For me, it was more like, can Team 8 finally get the #1 place? To be quite honest, that was a recurring theme every year, and I so wanted them to get it. But that's for a bit later, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm not going through the entire list for 100 songs, but if you look at it, are there something that stands out for the top 100?
A few things on my end. Where do I begin with this? NoAKBNoLife was 86 and Teacher was 88.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I thought it would be a bit higher, but
Same here.
okay. Love Shugyo, that's great. That's still on there on 79. Last year's #1 ranked down to 77.
Yeah. Wow.
I think even
Crazy,
if you
right?
include, it's weird. If you include like Susenkyo ranking droppings and increases, I think this is one of the biggest decreases ever. So that's weird, especially considering the voting ended before all this went down.
Yeah.
So it's like, odd, weird. Okay, what do I need to do with this?
Where is Yoku Bomo no?
That one did not rank in.
What
I am
the hell?
pretty sure.
Nope, not ranking.
It's my favorite song of 2018. I'm seeing what is it? Akai Pinheal to Professor at 61.
Yeah.
That's also a huge drop.
Mhm.
It's just like this list is weird.
And it gets even weirder.
It gets weirder. It gets weirder. Yeah.
69, Wakari Yasuke Goman, that's the Produce 48 song that was the After NoAKBN, the girls that almost did not rank in for the finals.
Jabba Ja on 55.
Yeah,
Jabba
it's like,
Jabba. What the?
Higher than those
Sorry,
other
Robin.
two, but
Sorry,
still-
you're Yoshi.
That's I honestly find it weird that Jabba Ja is higher than the previous 2, but that's not even the weirdest thing.
I'm
pretty happy.
Well,
Actually. I'm pretty happy. Otona Resha from HKT48 is still ranking in. I really like that song.
That's good.
Otona Resha.
I'm missing a lot of songs, like a lot, like the standards, River and stuff like that. Heavy Rotation.
Oh, that one hasn't ranked.
Haven't ranked.
Yeah. Koitsuri Fortune Cookie, where's that?
That was performed at the Encore. That one hasn't ranked.
Yeah,
in
why
for a long
isn't that
time.
ranked in and not yet?
People are sick
well,
of it.
well, here's the thing. I think with Request Hour, the fans are getting a little more smarter about what they ask for because they realize that's a chance to see a song they've never heard before or like very rarely performed outside of like the theater.
I agree.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
So if I was them, I'd probably do the same.
I would agree.
yeah,
Yeah.
what you gonna do? Ranked at 38.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly my point. Was Mahone wasn't there, was she?
No.
Because I didn't get a chance to see it. Didn't think she would be, but
Nope.
Coin toss,
Actually,
so
those-
number 30.
I'm not that high. Wait, hang on.
Oh, sorry,
okay.
sorry.
Hachinosa Dance, I'm very glad that got 42. That's great. Machaling's song with the Taipei members is on 40, and that song was on the theater CD from Jabba
Yeah.
Ja.
It never got an MV.
No, never. Hachinosa Dance neither, but it's still a great song, and it
Yeah.
ranked pretty high. But we have some other interesting things for that as well. No.
Still coming up though. Still coming up. Yeah.
I find it weird that Neko Allergy is 31. I'm like, really?
Team 4.
T4.
Boring song. But there's something else interesting going on. It's the higher you get, I'm getting more excited. But that's both good and bad. Yeah, Robin, continue. I cut you off.
No, I'm just looking through the list. So you're doing a great job, actually.
Yeah.
Sukinanda, number 21.
Yeah. we
Oh wait,
love
no,
their
I
songs.
want to do the top 25 separately
And
because
then
that,
okay.
go ahead, then, man.
Go ahead.
I really am interested in this top 25.
Oh my.
I'm gonna name
Which one?
them and maybe
Which one?
all of them.
Number 26, which one? NMB48.
That one, I was hoping that one would have gone into the top 25. That's a pretty good song, like Quintet. That would be great. And some love for NMB because, well, I'll get there. 25, AKB's Naniga Tsuera Mono. 24, AKB48 Psycho Twin Tail Yahagi Moaka's center song from No Way Man.
Of course.
23, AKB48, but that you could argue with me on that one. Madonna no Sentaku with Bossa Center. Number 22, Atarishi Chime, and that's the Team B song from Teacher Teacher. I'm glad that ranked higher than Necroology because Necroology is awful. And I like this one, so no, it was the worst song of that CD. And I actually, to be honest, Teacher Teacher, the CD, probably my favorite. And I don't like saying that, but it's kind of true. Number 21, my lucky number, Sukinanda. I was very happy with that. I would like to see that perform because I always see Yuihan perform it. So I want to see that one with
Awesome.
Sashi. Another AKB song. This is difficult. Osea Kiranai Shodo. I don't know that one. Maybe someone else does?
Give me a
Doesn't
moment.
ring a bell. It does not ring a bell to be quite
Let me
honest.
get.
It doesn't ring a bell.
Is it in my notes from 2018? Let's see.
I forgot. I don't know.
It's
Okay,
high tension.
Just continue, actually. High tension song?
Yeah, it's on high tension as a coupling song.
Oh, really?
Maybe. I can't maybe
Can't
I thought-
remember.
Fukuoka
Uh,
Seina is the center. It's the one with the
Oh.
drone. It's when she made the drone. It's that one.
I remember it now.
Okay.
Seichan, hey, good, great. That makes me forget Taniguchi Megi's center song from Sentimental Train. That ranked high as well somewhere. I was very happy with that. He's my Neoshi. But
Mhm.
I'm gonna
Cool.
continue. AKB48's Show Fight.
Why? Why
Tomo
is
song.
that so high? Why is that so high? I know it's.
Hang on, that question. We're getting there.
Oh there.
Hey, you could say the same thing about Tomu, ranking Kami 7. It's like the power of Show Fight, highest ranking ever for that song. Hey, it's loved. NGT's Haru wa Doko Karu Kuru no Ka, their fourth single, which was hated by us,
Yeah.
to say the least.
I feel so disconnected with the Japanese audience right now.
That's kind of true. I'm like, really, that one? I mean, come on, why? But they kind of make it up with another one later on. Mayoshi, woo, number 17. Aizu no Kuchisuke, so happy. 12th gen song. I was crying when I heard that. It's like so happy. Another one, AKB's Ohayo Kara Hajimaru Sekai. I don't know that one. Sorry. Number 15. An obvious one. Max from NGT Max Togi.
I like that
250
song.
Go.
I like that
Oh,
song.
that one.
Right,
Yeah.
that's a good song.
Na.
AKB48 again. Soridemo kan no Jowa. Okay. NGT's Kyo wa Make Demon Ri. I think I pronounce it like that. Don't know that one. Sorry.
Hmm.
Oh, Sorodemo Kono Jawa is that detective song from No Way Man.
No.
Oh,
this is
nice.
Sorodemo
yeah,
Kono
oh, yeah,
Jawa.
The
it
detective
is.
villain. Yeah. that
Miriam
was
Yuri center song.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool.
I forgot that was her. Like I don't know the title to that one, but I like the MV.
That's cool.
That's cool that ranked high. It's same like Psycho Twin Tails, like just recent song and it's this high on the list. But then again, we don't know the
Agree.
amount of voting, so it's like we can't really speculate on that. But still pretty good. I said that about NGT. Number 12, NMBs. Hey, Yume wo Nigenai. Okay,
What do you think,
It's a
Derek?
Kenkyusai song. It's a Kenkyusai song from NB48.
yeah, it's interesting to say the least.
Sure.
HKT's Kasuo Renai. Okay, fine. Don't know that one. Sorry. This is a funny one. Well, in a good way. Number 10, Sakai no Hitoe. Hey, number 10, also relatively recent.
Number 9.
Oh, there, here goes Robin.
Hey, I was waiting for that. I'm so happy with that one.
Go down,
Namida
Sato.
no Hyomen Choryoku. That was they were so happy. It's like, yeah, well, it can be even higher, but I want to see that performance. Yeah, I really like their performance and the song style. So very happy with number 9. Continue, Colin.
Number 8, Stu's Kurayami.
Yeah.
Good for Stu.
Ow.
One of 2 songs that ranked in.
Wow.
When I think of that song, the only thing I remember is that the dislikes were so high they had to re-upload it. Yeah, I will never forget that song. Just because of that. I can't say more about that song than the recent song, and I don't mean that in a negative way. Just the recent one is okay. But okay, number 8. Wow, the Stu fans, in a sense, are like NGT, but only they do one song. That one ranks high instead of NGT, spreading it out over pretty much half. Referring to Susenkyo, by the way. Number 7. Hey, I need to pronounce this right. Dakitsu Koka, the 16 Gen song. Hey,
Yeah, 16 Gen song. Oh man, awesome.
Happy, fun. SKE's Koko der Ipatsu. Okay.
Suda and Kautan. Yeah.
That's I'm like, okay, that's great. Like I am happy.
That's a
but,
send
like,
off. That's a send off, pretty much.
precisely. I'm like so happy for it. I have no words for it. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, yeah, fun, great. AKB48's Tuki no Mizu Kagami. Which one was this one again? I forgot.
Let's see.
Either way,
It's
number 5.
Yokoyama Yui solo song, actually.
Right. Oh yeah, the moon and river something.
Yes.
Yeah, like it's like when you say it, I remember it instantly.
Wasn't it performed by
Mayu, I think. I want to say Watanabe Mayu.
No, it was this song. This one isn't that the one that she has the Chinese dress on and with the fan?
I think so, to be quite honest.
That was performed by Meow, actually.
Ah, I forgot. Oh, okay. Number 4. I did not see this coming. The Central Exam song from last year with Mion. I was so happy with this.
Same here.
It's like, yes, this is a great song. I did not know that it would rank this high. Like, I'm very happy with this. I was very, very happy with it. And then I started to laugh. Yeah.
Might want to stay in your seats then for this one. Yeah.
Number 3. By the way, before I go into this, I believe I was the only one watching this live, and the rest not, unless
I was at work and heard some stuff, but I was like, when you,
I was
prepare yourself for a bit. You guys prepare for yourself for a bit.
Number 3, Sentimental Train.
What?
I lost it. I was like,
Same here, like,
Huh?
what?
I was laughing, but not for the reason.
Sentimental Train Wreck?
it's like-
Really? What?
Yeah.
Is that a joke or?
No,
I wish you were.
I would love to be that funny, but I'm not. It ranked it like I get there afterwards. I have many thoughts on it. Number 2, this one was also kind of surprising for me. Romantic Bijou.
Yep.
Which was if I'm correct, a theater song, a CD theater version song from the 10th single, and it ranked number 2.
Mm-hmm.
When I was watching it live and DX was kind of online too, we were like, what will be number 2? Because we were like, well, Team 8, we know what that will happen to that. It's like in the top 2, but what would be the other one? And I was like, I could not think of one. And this is like, I was like, what? I needed to like triple check which song it was because I had no clue. And it's sung by Miku, Tanaka Miku. Which is interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. I get there in a second. Same about Central Exam song. It's interesting. No, I meant Sentimental Train. Sorry. And number 1. When number 2 gets revealed, like with Susenkyo,
no contest this time.
No, and that. Well, yeah, you could say that. I would argue no, but only because of what happened last year. But hey, Team A won.
Finally.
Finally. We were just talking about that, like how we think it should be like their year, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
yes,
I
was coming from like Central Exam, which I really like, a top 4 last year, really. I loved it. Then Sentimental Train, where it's like I'm still laughing, I'm still positive.
Yeah, I'm not for worse actually. So
it's like what? And then Romantic Bijou, it's like, huh? What?
Oh.
Huh? Triple check, Google. What's the song? And then yes, Team 8 wins.
Here's something interesting, by the way, from numbers of entries per group. So
I have that.
Yeah, I'm seeing it here as well. Is AKB48 has 46, so basically half of the
45.
Yeah.
45.
45?
Yeah, I counted. I counted everything manually.
Okay.
45 songs in total. 15 of which in the top 25.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And HKT48 has 19. Then NGT48 has 13 of them. Which is lower than compared to last year, I think.
Yeah.
SKE48 has 12. NMB48 has 8. And STU48 has 2. So there's still a little bypass, but what do you guys think of this list, basically? The majority of songs in there.
AKB won. I'll start with that one. They won big time, like 45 songs in total, 15 of which in the top 25. Personally, I always think that the top 25 is very, very telling. So for me to see that, it's like AKB is doing very good for themselves. There are a lot of songs that I like to see have ranked where they have, some more than others. Because Team 8 won, I'm very happy with the list. Like, I'm relatively happy for the songs that I wanted to do well, which is Team 8, Mayoshi's song that ranked 17, the Central Exam song, and Taniguchi Megu's song. So those were the 4 that I was really looking forward to. They ranked, relatively well. I'm very happy about that, and I have many thoughts on the top 4 actually. But I'll wait. I'll let the rest talk first.
Well, I'm very happy with how Request Hour went this year. It seems like a lot of fun, and I can't wait to see actually the version, just the full version of it.
Yeah.
All the jokes in there. I'd like for the fact that the stage is again filled with members in the back, so you can see them dance in the way over there.
Yeah. Oh man.
And I hope the segments in there are a lot of fun. You know, you would like. A few years back, you had the talk with Meow, you know, the person there, interviews. So I'm hoping for a lot of fun jokes in there. What I'm not looking forward to is all the backlash with NGT48. That's something, because when we're gonna see it, it's probably in the summer.
Edited. Yeah.
Yeah-ish, yeah.
Early, something like that. So,
something like that.
And maybe it's edited. Maybe we will hear only muffled sounds or the sound different.
They would probably do that,
Yeah, most likely.
So
like, no, I am like 99% sure they would.
So still looking forward to Request Hour on that side. But I feel so disconnected with the Japanese fans right now. There are a few songs in there that are like, oh yeah, of course I get it. But none of the classics are in there. Is that by reason, by design? Could you not vote for these? Or I believe there's something in there. You still could. So
maybe it's more of the reason, like, you hear them all the time, and it's like, I want to hear, like Derek just said, like, you want to hear something else.
So where is Hashire Penguin?
Yeah.
Where's the old Team 4? I don't know.
Though they did Sage in Philosophy.
That one, but that one is like very iconic, and Penguin apparently not.
Penguin won a Request Hour.
Maybe it's like once, but but Jurina's Junkin single won also a year, and we haven't seen anything about that one.
So I'm confused.
It's weird.
I'm still conflicted about the Sentimental Train that is on number 3.
What the?
I'm
so confused.
When I read that day in the chat, I was more like, "Huh? Are you serious?"
Yeah.
I was laughing my ass off, but still very serious.
I wanted to, but everyone in college was being like, "What the heck are you laughing about?" So I couldn't. I wanted to, but I couldn't. I'm still like laughing, to be quite honest.
You and me both. But here's the thing.
Alright, no, continue, Derek. I'll finish later.
No, please go. I'm fine.
Okay, so about Sentimental Train. I think it's because of Jurina. This is the thank you song for Jurina.
Yeah, true.
She had the hiatus. I think I really think that this is the WODAs saying thank you to Jurina, still favoring her, probably not knowing which song to vote for. But Pinhill didn't do well, but okay. So they voted for Sentimental Train. I think it's more of a we still love you, even though you did the hiatus, and we still don't really know how that occurred, and how that went down, and the information regarding it.
The documentary is already out, right?
Idol.
Yeah.
I don't know, to be quite honest.
Or
I think.
was it coming end of this month?
I'm not sure, to be quite
I
honest.
want to say this month, yeah, for sure, but I thought it did, but there's no English subtitles.
No.
No, so
I don't think I even saw it on you know where AO. So it's weird. But they can be late sometimes. But I was a bit worried for Susenkyo this year in the sense that will Jurina remain number 1, which I kind of feel that Team 8 now has reached that level as well. But now I am actually back in that confidence that Jurina could still very well win Susenkyo this year because of this song. Apparently, I am inclined to think that the fans voted for it because of Jurina and nothing else. At least that's what I.
That's a very good idea.
It's really to show Jurina. You went on hiatus. When you got back, you were kind of ish back. You know, we all agree about that one. And now it's like, you know, new year. The next song from AKB, you will come back hopefully.
Yeah, she's slowly getting in there. She was recently at the Sportman. What was it? Something like an award ceremony for sports. And she went on picture with like all the
Kenny
wrestlers,
Kenny Omega.
basically everyone. So
Yeah,
she said her goodbye to Kenny Omega. That's very interesting.
Wow.
So
I think it's really because of, you know, Jurina, we still support you. We still want you to remain, to keep that crown. And I kind of think the same about the Team 8 song. It's like, now they've won. They need to keep it.
Yeah, no more Ikumin crying.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
Only happy tears.
Yeah, of course, happy tears. It's like finally after
4
5
years. 5 years?
I want to say the first year it ranked, it was like somewhere in the 30s. But now, ever since, it was in the top 5 at least.
Yeah.
So finally they got it. It's kind of like Jurina, like I said. Like finally you get it. But can you keep
It's
it?
the same with Miyazawa Sai song that won a request hour.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
That's right.
See?
Yeah, that beat Teammate.
Good one.
It's because of the person, and I kind of feel the same about number 2. With Miku, it's like I don't know if she can carry HKT. Be completely honest, but she ranked number 2 with her song.
The fan support.
Very good
is there.
segue for our next topic, basically.
Yeah, very good actually.
That's great. Oh dear.
But first,
Master of Segs.
Derek, what do you think?
You know what? I didn't watch the request hour. I mean, I know about the results and all, so I would want to reserve judgment until I've seen it. But the thing is with me with request hour is I've historically in my life never really been the biggest fan of request hour because of the very fact that it does tend to focus on the eccentric songs, the theater songs. I am more admittedly a fan of the major songs. I like the heavy hitters. And also, I'm more into the classic stuff than anything now because that's just what made me the happiest about AKB. And also because the past couple years haven't exactly given us a whole bunch to choose from, in my opinion, that are,
true.
You know, they're on that level of emotional impact that the classic songs have given me. So, that being said, you know, that and also my business schedule, I opted not to watch. But honestly, Colin, your review, that was awesome. Like, I don't know. I feel like I have watched it now.
Thanks.
And I'm really bummed that Sentimental Train ranks so high when it's not worthy of that, in my opinion. But I think at the same time, you know, good for those that supported that, and good for Jurina to score one despite her horrible last year, you know.
Yeah.
And maybe that's a good thing. I don't know if that means she's gonna win the Susenkyo. Although crazy enough, we're not that far away from it. That's so weird to say. Like
half year, like something.
4 months.
Will it actually
that's
happen?
crazy.
That's
Will
gonna
it
be
happen?
my
Oh,
question.
bring that up every time.
If it doesn't happen, that's stupid. They need to keep. That's always fun. It's always a good time.
Yeah.
Two reasons
I didn't
for
wanna
it to
go into
continue.
that.
It's a big money maker. They will just milk the money out of it. And 2, I think it's really they dropped the Sakai part. Like nothing about the world. Just
What about
AKB.
Derek's idea instead of the Sosenkyo? How about they do that this year?
Hey,
About what?
make a call to AKB.
You had one big idea, right? The mega event with all the sister groups.
Oh yeah, they do battle royale, man. Just have the entire AKB system, Nogi, KO, just boom, 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 just make it a bloodfest, you know. But like in a good way, of course.
Yeah.
Like, can you even imagine? First of all, That's Tokyo Dome right there. That's
Yeah.
that's a 3-day weekend. Tokyo Dome, thank you. We'll reserve it now. And every day, shoot, you know what? Not even that. Like you could do it a couple different ways. You could do one way would be like each day would be one of the groups, Nogi, Kea, AKB.
Yeah.
But then it's like, I want them to go head to head.
No, how about this? So you hit a 4-day event.
Oh, 4 would be awesome.
Wow.
So a Nogi day, a Kea day, a AKB48 group day, and then all of them.
Just destruction day.
You
all day,
don't-
just
You don't need Sosenkyo then.
I mean, no, I disagree. I think Susenkyo is so AKB. It's so much fun. Even despite the fact that the singles that come out of it tend to not be what the hype leads up. This is a case of the journey's better than the actual destination.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll put you another way. When I was younger, I was a gigantic and still am fan of Nintendo. Like old school RPG 8-bit games, particularly. I even now when I do work at home, on my other computer I'll have like old YouTube channels of like nostalgia video gameplay walkthroughs, or I watched like somebody going through an issue of Nintendo Power. You know, like I love that world. In fact, that's my retirement plan. When I'm done with everything in life, I just want to get all the old game systems and play them till I die. So that's basically my retirement plan. So the reason I'm bringing all that up is 99% of the time when I beat a Nintendo game, the ending sucked. Like it was like Mario. Oh, curtains. Thanks for rescuing me and spending 6 hours of your life trying to beat our incredibly hard levels. Bye. And it was like, huh? So I just learned to not care about that. So with AKB, it's the same thing. The journey, Susenkyo, is so much fun. It's brought us all together. You know, literally brought us together. Literally. And then like. It's so much fun to just rail on AKB when they horribly mess up the single after, or in some cases get it completely right. It's just there. It's there. It doesn't have its flaws, of course. If you're gonna set Okinawa during monsoon typhoon season, I mean But that's not the Susenkyo's problem. That's, again, AKS not being smart. Clearly, they have an education issue they have to work on there. No offense, AKS. I love you guys. Just come on now. Get with the program. But the thing is, it's like this world thing would reignite everyone. Think about it. Every single group marching for the banners. And you can even get even crazier and go sub level. AKB has, SKE, NGT. Everybody would either be like, oh, all the groups have to work together, or they can even fight amongst themselves. It would be cool if you did like this big battle where it's like each group, like, okay, like you're like SKE, like maybe beat out everybody to compete against Nogizaka's one team, or Keia's, whatever. What's the other group in Keia? Hiragana. So it's like that you could get even down and down and down. You could do like individual items. I mean, there's just so much you could do with it. It would be amazing. And if they really put some time and thought into it, it'd be the biggest moneymaker they've ever made. I'll put my money on that right now. That'll beat the Tokyo Dome Maeda Atsuko concert series. It would, because you're bringing everything together. You guys would fly. Everybody would come. Everybody in the world would come to that. Everybody. Assuming they made it safe for Gaijin to come, because you know how they are. So,
true.
I'm just telling you, it would be the biggest event.
I agree.
Oh, I get so excited. I gotta talk to them. I gotta tell them, like, let me run it. I'll do it.
Let me run it.
Wow.
Oh, pressure.
Oh man.
Necronomidol will headline it. Oh, wait a minute. Whoops. Wait a minute. Just crossing over there. Anyways, continue.
Okay.
Oh, hey, quick side note. Juju, that group that we played with for our member debut, one of the girls, I want to say Nogi, was wearing their shirt or something, was saying how much she was a fan, and they actually showed Juju with like one of their programs. So that's huge for us, because Juju's like they're our friends. We play with them. Anyone from our world can get on TV with somebody like Nogi. That's amazing.
It's
we're
a step
trying
in
to
the
get,
right direction.
Yeah.
We're trying to get Nogi Nick from Witching Hour, to like get one of the Nogi girls to come on our program. Like, we're trying, but they have nothing to gain by coming to our little program. But it would be fun to get them on there. So we're working on that.
Just get Sakurai Reika. She will like it.
Reika would be cool. She seems like the type who she's an idol.
Yeah.
She'd make the best of it. I'd love to get Reika. That'd be great.
Yeah.
Oh, you got my brain going. Sorry.
Colin, anything else for request hour?
Yeah, Iriyama Anen appeared, like physically.
Oh, how was
she
that?
came back. I thought they only did a VDR, like on a video. Hey, here I am. That also happened, but she was also physically there, looking gorgeous as HE double hockey stick. Holy darn! And she
Really?
performed. Yeah.
Mexico's been kind to her.
Mexico, yeah.
Oh, Mexico, I love it. And they performed Coarser Fortune Cookie, and I believe instead of onigiri, they did onion or something like that, which is really cool. And she talked about something.
Did they
about
do tacos?
No, that would be a fun.
Burritos.
That would be very fun and very smart, but they didn't do it, unfortunately. Makes me remember when AKB went to Jakarta a few weeks ago and they did Course of Fortune Cookie and did Kamehameha. That was fun. But either way, I forgot what I was talking about.
Sorry.
But yeah, she appeared. It was great. It was fun. And that was the only major thing that happened because we did not get any information for the next single.
Yeah, except they announced it though.
Yes and no. They posted it on Amiiblo, but not during the actual.
There's like. By the way, guys, like what? What? It's like no, it will come out. March.
We only have a date as of now.
Oh yeah,
no,
that was like
no name, just a date.
Yeah, no name, no way, man.
Not that no name, by the way.
Yeah, this other group.
It was like a post on Amiiblo. Thank you for supporting AKB. The next single will be revealed will be released in March, and it's the 55th single. That's it. Bye. Have a fun day.
They did it the same with the Chaos single announcement. It's like the 8th single is coming. Here's a picture of maybe what their wardrobe will be, and they released now the song, and then you're gonna learn. Oh well, that's the title for the song because you heard the song. Song is like okay, I wouldn't call it an A-side song. But no Senbatsu announcement. I did hear Hirate Yurina in there, so probably she'll be the center. But is this the new idea? You know what? We're not gonna announce the Senbatsu. You'll just have to figure out when we release the song, the preview of the song. What do you guys think if they go that route? I think it's like just have the fun of the announcement of the Senbatsu. There was nothing wrong with the old format, basically.
I think I'm gonna start first because I have like 2 opinions on it. One for releasing in general. AKB is the exclusion to what I'm going to say. NMB kind of did it with their new single, which I want to talk about as well. It's like, this is the lineup, this is the title, this is when it's revealed. That's it. I'm fine with that. Like, I would really like that. I don't care. I don't want to we're going to tease the next one in a few days. This is the teaser, and then we're getting, states every time like this and this and this instead of bomb.
Yeah, we are announcing the announcement of the announcement.
Yeah, that's just stupid. That's perfectly.
And knowing our luck, the Senbatsu will be done right after the show ends. Knowing our luck.
Oh, sure.
True.
Oh, sure.
That is it's like we can't announce it yet. 48 didn't talk about it yet.
Oh, if that happens, we are gonna rage.
Yeah.
But with AKB, I think last year they did. They were like during when it was live streamed.
Last year was Jabaja.
Yeah, they announced the lineup. I don't know if they did the title, I forget. But they announced lineup, center, date. That's it.
That's it. No title, I think.
I feel that it has something to do with something, because I mean, disclaimer.
It has something to do with something.
Okay, then I'll say it. I think it's because of NGT that they're like waiting on it for stuff to happen.
Yeah, just because. There are NGT members announced maybe in the group and they're changing. Who knows? They already had the Senbatsu lineup. It's like, we wanted Tano Ayaka in the Senbatsu. I don't think that's a good idea
when you look
right
at it,
now.
Jabaja was released on, I want to say, the 14th of March last year.
Yeah, something like that.
The 55th single will be released the day before or the day after. It's like really a day difference. So I would be not surprised if they had the lineup already. Because it's in 2 months, it's like, oh, come on, guys. But now they're like, because of NGT, we don't live stream it. I think that was the first clue. And not announce it during the event.
They
Just
did
be like-
showroom backstage.
Yeah, that's true. But did they talk about it? I can't remember.
Mm,
They only did the showroom, yeah, which is fun to watch.
had no time for it.
Wada is great as an MC, so it's like, yeah, good that he can still do like stuff regarding what happened. But it's like, yeah, maybe because of NGT, it's like, yeah, let's wait a week, or let's wait until 48 talk is done.
Mm.
I'll be surprised if we will not talk about it next week.
We'll
if
see.
There isn't any
We'll
information,
see.
because then it's the end of January.
Yeah.
That's it.
All right. So our final topic, basically, and some stuff we're talking about, is Lucky Girl ranking happened on AKB48. It concluded finally.
Yes, it did.
Finally,
Yeah.
after 2 episodes.
Hey.
So, well, I have some stuff to say, but who wants to go first about the Lucky Girl ranking situation?
Surprisingly enough, after the first 2 minutes, I lost any interest from the first episode. Because Magu was like 140, I was like, okay.
Yeah, done.
Yeah.
I quite frankly don't really have much. I mean, I consider this more as a fun thing than anything serious. Honestly, I think only a year from now, when this year's done, you could look back at this and be like, well, let's compare what happened, and such and such.
Okay.
Like that's pretty much it.
Okay, so a couple of things. I'll start from the bottom list.
Yeah.
Poor Tanaka Miku.
Poor
She was
Miku.
like,
Oh,
if I
yeah.
become last, I'll just lose it. I'll just cry because HKT is in a lot of trouble. It's like, oh, you're last. What?
What? Yeah.
It's like, that's got to be heartbreaking and going through that.
This was recorded like in December, I think, and now we've had Request Hour where she ranked number 2 with her song. It's like, yeah, fun conflict. Yeah, it's like, yeah.
We'll see what happens because the voting of Request Hour is always in the last year, so
Yeah.
you wouldn't count it as a good year start for 2019. Funny enough, I like this one as well with Yokoyama Yui being at 279. She's like, oh, I made the right decision of basically giving up the Sokan position.
Wow.
So yeah, Mion got to be happy with that. That she's going to be basically this year she'll get the role, but Yokoyama Yui will not be graduating. I like that. I like that fact actually.
Okay.
Me too. Smart. It helps her.
Nozawa Reina at 275. Well, she's leaving as well, so she's like, okay,
Yeah.
perfect timing. Hey, DX.
Yeah. Ouch. I know.
That one.
Ouch. Sorry.
269.
Yeah. Ouch.
I would almost say like, she does not have any luck.
Yeah.
Like-
Pretty much.
Same rank as Sasankyo. This one is also pretty low, but this is kind of different on that one. But it's like she needs some more luck.
Yeah. Ouch.
Yeah, well, like Mukashi Mion is also on the low end. Kitagawa Dioa is on the low end. There are some names in there that's like, oh, you're not gonna be that lucky this year. But to be honest, the rest, it's like, yeah, some names are in there. Didn't expect them to be very special. It feels like because there's so many members, you get just lost in the shuffle, and it's like, oh, we only care about the top 10 basically and the last 10. The rest in between is like, what will happen?
Yeah,
That's
that
going to be
pretty much
usual.
reflects the episode.
Yeah.
2 episodes.
Yeah.
200. What,
Tani
80?
Marika at 119, Derek. So take how you will.
Yeah, I mean, again, Tani's never really had, I think, this like dictate her future. I think her and DX's Oshi are kind of in the same position, and like the stars I wouldn't say are fading, but like they're the background now. There's so many other members now that have the spotlight that it's for either one of them at this point. Komiharu, who was again big topic of discussion at one point, Tani was huge discussion a couple years ago. For either one of them to jump back in, they got to do something big. They have to get some kind of attention or whatever the case may be. I don't think it's gonna happen. I think we've seen this trajectory before. Expect graduation announcements from both of them this year. I hate to say it, but it's like I can't see it going anymore for them because it's like you only have a certain amount of time in AKB, and then your time's done. And then what you make of that time is what you make of that. True for Idol in general. You have a timestamp. But in AKB especially, if you don't strike hard and fast and heavy and fast, like you're just floating until by luck somebody notices you or you do something crazy. But it's like with Request Hour this year, I thought it was really good for NMB. I'm so happy for this because NMB, as we've all discussed, they're the most in need of help out of all the groups, in my opinion. Although NGT is an exception because NGT is devastated now, but for reasons that nothing can help them on this end, that's a whole other thing. So putting NGT aside, NMB is the big discussion point for me this year. Who will get the top position there? Because everyone's thinking Shiroma, but they need somebody else. They need a big name, and so that girl that won, I'm thinking, okay. Plus they got a new captain who seems pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I'm behind her. She's got a good vibe. I want to hear her sing and dance, but she's got a good vibe to me.
Basically,
have you guys heard her?
Yeah, she's the successor basically for Yamamoto Saika because they made a joke because their name is very similar.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I understand that, but what I'm saying is like, NGT had thought characters when they started. You know, Yamada Nana, Raripon, Milky. I mean, Fresh Lemon even was there for a moment. You know, it's like they had characters. Fuko. I mean, you knew all the members. Now they're kind of I don't know anyone really.
Maybe 4.
3?
Yeah.
And not huge personalities on top of that. So it's like, I'm not saying, again, nothing against NMB, nothing against people like NMB. They don't come out and blah, like at me as much as other members in other groups do. So NMB this year needs that. So this Lucky Girl ranking thing, BS or not BS, whatever you may call it, I'm happy it ended on NMB. Not so happy for poor Miku. Miku is my Nako Miku Oshi. I've loved Miko ever since she made her debut, and to see her that devastated really crushed me. HKT's in trouble too. You know, it'd be nice if they put out some music. They can start there.
Yeah.
But I think the case with HKT isn't a member issue. They got great members. They have wonderful people we can all get behind. It's getting them in a position where they're even noticed now. I'm telling you, taking away Sashi's Odekake, that was a big blow to them. Because now we don't even know members. And then on top of that, like they haven't put out any music, and it's just like, get back with the program, guys. You know, it's so NMB getting this Lucky Girl ranking is good. The other ranking stuff it is what it is. I miss the days when Lucky Girl ranking he could actually get into all these members and you know.
I did laugh.
Now it's like highlights.
I did laugh hard with Obamina and Kashiwagi Yuki. With the
that was good, yeah.
With the fact they're like hentai obasans now interested in younger men. It's like, hey, you got something to talk about. Oh God. So.
I think in that case too, it was funny. Just because Yukirin and interesting scandal she had a little while ago with I want to say he's younger. I thought that was an interesting comment on her end, but at the same time, it's like in her case, whatever. She's almost 30. Like, go have fun. Like,
so.
I don't really care what she does at this point. Like, Kamiyoshi or not, like, you've done your time. You know, do what you got to do. But I'm saying, like, in this whole instance, though, the Lucky Girl ranking used to be this, again, not to wax nostalgic, but it used to be something else than it is now. I do like, though, again, that it did feel like we got to see some members that maybe we wouldn't have saw get some spotlight. So that was cool. You know?
Well, personally, my Oshi Okanana on 13, that's very good indication.
That's not bad.
I like that Machi Jirina is number 7. And even for Nakayarika, number 6. I don't know what's going to happen with Yamada Noe at number 4. That's very interesting. And Ogi no Yuka at number 2. So these are very, very strong names in there. However, I would like to talk about someone who didn't get ranked because she wasn't a member yet when they read the palms. But there was interesting, they really talked about this, and I'm actually now starting to follow a bit. Yahagi Moika from Team K from AKB48. She's in the spotlight lately. Have you guys noticed a little bit about this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So,
Quite a bit, actually.
so in this short time, and they talked about it on the show, in the years she performed together with Yukarin, and she wasn't nervous or anything. She went like, "Woohoo! Yay! I did a song." She became second in the singing competition. She had a solo concert that went very, very well, gained a lot of fans. At the
Yep.
handshake event, her line was bigger than the day that, well, after the day that Yamamoto Saika announced graduation. Um, and it was a little bit of a mess because they didn't expect this. She now announced she has a solo photo book coming out at the age of 16. She's getting heavily pushed, but also heavily accepted by a lot of people.
Yeah.
So I'm saying it. This is basically a potential for a future ace, and what we were missing, right, Derek?
Here's the thing, and I'm just thinking now how I want to phrase this. We need that. Like I was just saying a second ago about NMB. We need that for all these groups. Because we have a lot of members that are aging and are getting filtered out of every group that are big names. I mean, Sayaka, that's just crazy that she's not. You know, it's just So Sashi leaving, you know, in grand fashion at Nissan Stadium this year. Like it's just insane. So like, I think getting someone like Yahagi, if it's her, if she's the chosen one, I'm all for it. I don't know much about her. What's her appeal?
I think how she acts, she is like very nonchalant, just, you know, very professional, but not. She's fresh, but not in a way that she's still like, oh, I need to develop this in a way. She's very established. I think that's very attractive. She has a good singing voice, very appealing. Just that few short seconds she was in at Lucky Girl, I'm just like, yeah, I get to see why. I immediately understand the appeal, and apparently the handshake events, the way she does it is also very appealing. So you have like a full package in there, and that's a rarity, and that's something.
Quite a rarity, to be quite honest, yeah. But what do you think the trajectory is, though?
Well, here's the thing too. Did you ever notice with an AKB member, and I'd like to hear from all. One minute you hear you don't know who they are, next minute they're everywhere. Like, who did we see with that with NMB? Who can you think of? I'll give you a hint. Get her own makeup channel.
Yoshida Akari.
Yoshida Akari.
Right? I mean, she came out of nowhere last year, and look at her rankings, for crying out loud. So or even the one girl that beat out everybody at Senkyo 2 years ago for SKE. What's her name? It was, we were like, huh? Was it SKE or NMB? It's the one she like got like 6th or 7th. But it was just like we were like blown away. We were like, why is she even like? But my point is like it happens like that. It's like you would expect someone like Komiharu, for example, to be the topic of discussion. She's been in the group a long time. She does so many wonderful things. Okay, I'm expecting to hear something great about her next. No, and it's Yahagi Moika. Huh? Like, it's just, that's how AKB works. And again, maybe it's not us being in touch with Japanese fans and what they think is important here as far as who they see. That could also be a theater thing. Some of these girls, remember, they perform all the time in the theater. If you keep going and there's a community starting to build around that girl, that community can get pretty loud online. Pretty soon, everybody starts talking about the girl. Pretty soon, everybody knows about the girl. Pretty soon, the world knows about the girl. We've seen it with even what happened with NGT. In 2 weeks, the whole world is talking about it. In 2 weeks, the whole world. Of course, we were talking about it first because we're awesome, but it's just, I'm just saying, it's crazy to think that like Yahagi could be that girl. Now, I'm not saying that it has nothing to do with her own skills and abilities. Clearly, she did something to gain the attention of all these people. But I'm saying like the snowball effect, you can never predict it. But I think we need more of them. I don't just want Yahagi. When I see her getting this, I'm thinking to myself, that's great. I want more. I want 2 or 3 more.
Agreed.
Every group, Stu could use it. STU could really use it.
True.
Because Takino is pretty much the only name. Her and Kai are the only two. I want more. Oh, and what's her name's sister? Fuko's sister.
Yabistafu.
She's awesome.
Yep.
So Fu. Sorry, Fu's cool. So but I'm saying we need more. Do you guys agree? Are you guys on board with that?
Very much so.
Yeah, the entire Kami 7 needs to be rebuilt pretty much, so yeah.
Exactly.
Very good.
Exactly.
Any other thoughts?
No.
Okay. Well,
Let's just let's just see how the year develops for this ranking, and let's see if it's true or not.
so let's then go to our recommendations for next week. You got some stuff?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Senbatsu Soseikyo for BNK48.
Ah!
In about 5 days, I think. Yeah.
Okay.
Good luck. Good luck, music. Good luck, Chiprang.
Chaprong #1. Just
Chiprang from #1.
You guys gonna watch it?
yeah, there's nothing.
I hope so. I hope so because it's on
I wanted to
my
say-
work and such, you know.
There's been no news and like, yeah, we're gonna live stream such and such. I think so, of course, and we'll maybe find it somewhere, but I haven't heard a thing.
Thai fans will show up, Colin. Come on, they're crazy. Like there'll be streams.
I want to watch it.
Well, you know what? We'll just ask Met, our BNK girl. Like I'm sure Met, we know you're watching. Just can you give us a link if you get one, or let us know? Like, cause I know you'll be the first person to know that. So
Very cool.
Well,
let us know.
We really want to watch it.
Yeah.
I want to see what happens.
All right.
We should watch it with Met. Be cool.
She'll know.
Yeah, we'll be going in 2 weeks, right? Not this week, but next week. We'll be going to Rotterdam for the BNK48 documentary "Girls Don't Cry."
Yep.
So happy for you guys.
Tuesday, January
29th.
29th.
Yeah, we'll do some filming as well.
Hey.
Just a little
Make a little
vlog.
special out of it.
Yeah, just a little vlog in there
Just a
for.
little vlog style, so yeah.
But we'll post it on our
On
Patreon page. You can
Patreon.
follow
Da-da-da-da!
on patreon.com/48talk as a special in there. So if you want to see our adventures for this international film festival in Rotterdam, then you can go there and follow there to the update. I believe soon enough we'll do another 48 watch, AK Bingo. We'll post it in there. I did nothing for December. I apologize. We were just swamped with the holidays and stuff like that. So you'll see soon enough the AK Bingo 48 watch, and probably some more. We'll when we have time. We'll film some more for that. So if you're not into it, just go to our Patreon page and help us out. Colin, anything else?
The BNK thank you is great. Rotterdam, looking forward to it. The only thing is the AKB Group Festival, Asia Group Festival, pretty much all the groups is the day after the BNK thank you. I wonder what will happen there.
Yeah.
But that's pretty
Maybe
much
some
it.
announcement as well.
I don't know what to expect, to be honest. It's fun times.
Okay.
It'll be good. I hope.
And Derek.
DX, you have anything? Are you good?
I've not really a recommendation, but more on the Korean side of things. Ice One has officially debuted in Japan right now.
Hey, good job.
At their live, the music video for Tsukito Iwasatai has been shown. There are some fancams floating around, but from the first impressions I got, it looks like a fun video. So looking forward to the official release.
I'll download it in Apple Music when it comes out.
Good deal.
All right.
And that's what. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I got a couple. First of all, I believe SKE Bingo debut.
Yeah.
Yes, you're right. That's actually today.
Yeah,
Did I
it
think
happened like 2 hours ago.
Yeah, so everybody watch that. Hopefully we get a sub. Hopefully I really want to watch that one. Please, somebody sub it, please.
SK Algor, please. SK Algor.
it's my group. Come on. Maybe Tani will be on there.
SK Algor, maybe.
See, that's an example of where Tani could rise up. She's good at that. They give her a good spot on SK Bingo. We might see the return of Tani into the world, and I'd be super happy, of course. So, just saying, these variety shows do wonders for these girls. So glad that SK Bingo's got one. HK, if you're listening, get yours. HK Bingo would be nice. A real one, I mean, anyways, the whole other story. So SK Bingo, I would say watch that. And then also, as far as everything we're doing, again, like I said, I'll be back on the comments. Please shower our our broadcast here with comments. Really missed y'all, so want to get back on that. On the non-AKB side, I do have a few little mini things. Our partners in Slope Club, as awesome as they are, they were able to put out a couple more videos as part of the series of interviews I did with JoshBox when he was here in Japan in October. I was kind of bummed that it took as long as it did. But that's just life, you know. People get busy. Slope Club's great. They're amazing. They're so good at editing too, and I mean they're really good. But they did a recent video with Lily Kaona. Lily Kaona, you know, easily one of the best underground idol groups in existence today. So underappreciated. One of those groups that, like, you know, you don't know who they are, and then when you see them, you wish that you'd known about them the minute they were conceived by Mishima-san, their producer. Koyuki and Yuka, two girls, perfect dancers, perfect singers. The music's really emotional, really deep, and Mishima-san, he's another genius producer. He's one of those dudes with, like, an intellect bigger than, you know, entire countries. So I'm saying, like, check that interview out. I did it. I asked, yeah, they're fun, and also I have the distinction of being their very first interview. They've never done an interview ever. Like, I think even, like, written. So they were really nervous, but they're good girls, and they're fun, and just down to earth too. Like, for as goddesses as they are, they're very human. So I like that about them. And again, music's great. So check out that interview. That's with Lily Kaona, and that was done by our lovely and amazing and talented group of guys in Slope Club. And thank you, JoshBox, for giving me the opportunity to work with you to do that. Thank you, Slope Club, for working your butts off to get that done. They still have one more to put out. That's Ray-chan's solo interview. So hopefully they'll get that out as well fairly soon, I hope. But again, I was just happy they put out the Lily one. And then there was something else. We did Witching Hour today. That's up on the Big in Japan Twitch TV podcast series. Please check that out. Our new members, Michelle and Kunagi, were our guests, and Himari was doing the MC. So there were some funny moments to be expected, of course, with Himari's English, and just Kunagi and Michelle are big balls of energy. So it's like, I don't know. It's always fun with them. So you get to know the members. We had fans ask questions. So people ask some pretty fun questions. So yeah, please check that out. And yeah, and then just happy to be back on here, you know. So please.
Cool.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah.
All right then. Then with that, thank you for watching this week's episode of 48 Talk, and we'll see you next time, guys. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Ciao, ciao.
Bye. BNK
Ciao,
will
ciao.
rule the world. Woo!
Yep.